They said we couldn't rule ourselves, that our minds were too dark to light up a nation, that freedom in our hands would be the rope with which we would use to hang our own. Were they right though? Pieter Willem Botha, the architect of apartheid arrogance, stood before the world and spat poison, saying, "Give them guns, they will kill themselves. Give them power, they will steal the money. Give them freedom, and they will destroy themselves," he said. And today, when I look across the motherland, my chest tightens like chains revisiting risk. Uganda bleeds under the weight of one man's ego. Cameroon suffocates beneath decades of dictatorship. Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, still tasting the bitterness of brothers who turned ballot boxes into battlefields. And Tanzania, once a flame of unity, now dimmed by the smoke of one woman's silence and fear. And then I asked myself, was Mr. Botha right? Or did we simply fulfill the curse that he whispered into our future? Because the oppressor's words are seeds, and if we do not uproot them, they grow in the soils of our silence. Wake up, motherland. We traded colonial masters to local gods, presidents who crown themselves kings, leaders who drink from the cup of the people's sufferings and they call it sovereignty. They build nations on the bones of promises. And every elections, it feels like deja vu, a rerun of betrayal of the same people they are supposed to be uplifting. Botha said we would use democracy to promote tribalism and war, power to embezzle the people's resources and enhance poverty. And sometimes, when I see leaders turn the military on their people, when I see politicians building palaces when children drink from gutter, and when I see power being worshipped instead of peace, I tremble. I tremble because I see a prophecy in motion. Not because Botha was right, no, far from that, but because we let him be right. We forgot that liberation is not the end of the struggle. That is actually the beginning of the struggle. And we also forgot that revolution without re-education is just a merry-go-round of madness. So I speak to every young African. We are not cursed. We are careless. We are not stupid. We are sleeping. And we are not weak. We are waiting for a generation that will rise. Rise to not repeat history again, but to rewrite it. So let Botha's word burn in our memories, not as a prophecy fulfilled, but as a warning refused. Because the true enemy was never the white man's gun. It is the black man's greed. It was never the chains that the white man forged, but the ones we wear now willingly. So motherland, wake up. The future is not for sale. Leadership is not a throne. Freedom is not a flag, but a responsibility. And let the oppressor's ghost washed in shame as we rebuild the dreams that they feared. Because the day that Africa truly unites, their prophecies die. So let Botha's words rot in history, not in our reality.